In Jambi province in Indonesia, a man waits for his wife to come home from working at a rubber plant. She doesn't return, so he sends out a search party to hopefully find his wife. What they found was horrific. A woman in her 50s named Jahrah, who was also a grandmother, was found dead inside of a python snake that measured somewhere between 16 and 22 feet long after a search party discovered the python with an unusually large belly in the local area. Jahrah, who was employed as a rubber tapper, went to work that morning at a rubber plant but never returned home. Her husband spotted some of his wife's items in the area and called for help. The python with the unusually large belly was killed the next day and cut open. Jahrah's body was found inside, largely intact. I'm sure most people know that pythons kill and swallow their prey, but it's still hard to fathom even a large snake actually swallowing a human being whole. Well, to explain how this is possible, according to the BBC News quote, pythons swallow their food whole. Their jaws are connected by very flexible ligaments so they can stretch around large prey. One expert had earlier told the BBC that pythons typically eat rats and other animals, but once they reach a certain size, it's almost like they don't bother with rats anymore because the calories are not worth it. In essence, they can go as large as their prey goes, said Mary Ruth Lowe, Conservation and Research Officer for Wildlife Reserve Singapore. That can include animals as large as pigs or even cows, end quote. And according to the Shade Room, spoken by an Indonesian village elder, quote, Anto believes the snake bit Jahrah before wrapping itself around her and suffocating and swallowing her, adding it would have taken at least 2 hours for it to finish devouring her. And the massive serpent wasn't even the biggest found in the village, with a 27-foot-long python having previously been spotted, according to Anto. Unfortunately, that one was not captured, the official said, leaving locals worried that bigger snakes are still in the forest, end quote. And as horrible as this story is, it's not the only account of a human being falling prey to a python in Indonesia. There are 2 accounts of a python killing 2 other people between the years of 2017 and 2018. The article went on to say, quote, Jahrah's death comes several years after another 55-year-old woman was eaten by a giant snake in the Muna district of southeast Sulawesi back in 2018. Disturbing video of that incident was also posted online, where it quickly went viral. And in 2017, another python similarly swallowed an Indonesian palm oil farmer whole, according to Vice. The 25-year-old, reportedly named Akbar, was found deceased inside the stomach of a 23-foot-long python, the Jakarta Post reports, end quote. Some stories that I cover on this channel leave me speechless, and this is one of them. I hope the family gets the support they need to help them get through this tragedy. God bless. Bloopers. Another 55-year-old woman was eaten by a giant snake in the Muna district of southeast Sulawesi. Oh my gosh. Another 55-year-old woman was eaten by a giant snake in the Muna district of southeast Sulawesi. I guess that's how you say it.